Welcome back to another edition of Smoke Signals. I'm Matt Montgomery along with head football coach and AD Wayne Coleman. And Fighting Indians got off to kind of a rough start last Friday night over in Longview. The Pirates come away with a 37-9 win. And Coach, the score really wasn't indicative of the game. I mean, if you look at statistics, pretty balanced across total offense for both teams, turnovers. And that's kind of what the description of the game would be to me. What about you?
Yeah, no doubt. Turnovers were the difference in the game. And when you're running a lot of a zone read offense, you're taking some chances with the football. But you know, some of it was on the quarterback reads, but some of it was on bad snaps and different things. So there's enough blame to go around. We got things we got to fix.
And you have to give Pine Tree some credit on some of those fumbles because a couple of them, they put their helmet right on the football and they caused the fumble. So it's not like the kids were just running loosey-goosey with the football or anything.
Right. There were a couple plays where I thought Pine Tree did a great job on their tackle, on their fit, and forced the football to come out. And that's things that we've got to work on, ball security, but it's all fixable things.
One of the things coming into the season, you said, and it proved true Friday night, was that you were going to be able to run the ball. Over 300 yards rushing, a couple of players, Cameron Hyde, Vidal, Woody Johnson. They both went over 100 yards. You did that well. Stretching the field, throwing the ball, that's something I know that you said that you guys got to get going, and that's what these non-district games are for.
Sure, and sometimes you have to take what the defense gives you. It was kind of ironic that we went into the game wanting to run the ball, and Pine Tree lined up with two high safeties and dared us to run the ball. So that worked into our favor. We just didn't protect the football. So the opportunities to stretch the field with the pass really weren't there with them playing two high safeties, but they did allow us to run the football well.
Defensively, of course, the quarterback Bonham, he had a huge ball game throwing the football. He had 3 touchdown passes just in the first half to the same player. Anything that you saw constructively, I guess you could say, that the defense obviously has to improve on? I mean, we know you don't get beat deep on the pass, that's obvious, but what are some of the things that you guys saw in watching the film over the weekend?
Yeah, the hard thing about the early season games is if you're a man coverage team, everything's about matchups. Well, you're going into the first game of the season and you don't know who you're matching up against. So you find out in the middle of the game, oh boy, number 19 is their best receiver.
That's the guy.
Yeah, he's already caught 2 touchdown passes by then. So you're at a little bit of a disadvantage there. So you got to get the right matchups, and we didn't have those early in the game.
One thing though is that the defensive backs. I mean, I'm thinking about Trey Wagner and a couple of them. That guy just made incredible catches. Trey was all one of them. Trey had both of his hands on the football, and the guy just took it from him.
Yeah, don't take anything away from Pine Tree. The kid, their 19 made some great catches, even when we covered him well. So, odds are when you cover people that tight, they're not going to make those plays, especially not in high school football. They made them Friday night, but they might have had some help from the 12th man, I think.
And offensively, I think that your system, and then of course this is everybody's system now, snapping the ball from the shotgun position. If you don't get that snap back, and that's just one of those things early in the season, you just got to get worked out. It just throws the timing off of everything. But all in all, even with that happening, you still had over 300 yards rushing the football.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what we might have done if we hadn't had the bad snaps. Could have been a really big night for us. But we've got to fight through that. We've got to fix it. And we've got to make personnel moves if we need to.
Yeah. Well, Pine Tree gets the win. There were some highlights from the ball game. Let's take a look at those right now. This is a great play by Tredarius Wagner in the edge right there.
Yeah, they did a little orbit motion and tried to run speed option there. Trey came off the block and made a great tackle. We've got a good pass rush on this play. We're going to run a stunt here on the left side with Dedrick, and he pulls the passer up, and Jamadrick makes the tackle from behind for a sack.
Yeah, had good pressure on Bonham all night long. When you got pressure on him, it really made it tough for him.
Cam High is going to make a good read right here on a stretch read play, keep the football. He's a fairly explosive runner. He hits the hole quick when he gets it, and as the snaps get better, we'll just get better at that read game.
And this is where things got tough for you, Coach, when you got in the red zone.
Yeah, you can see the nose guard there got a lot of pressure on my center, and We had a little bit of a mismatch there. They switched to an odd front, and the nose put some pressure and messed up the handoff in the backfield.
And your defensive coordinator, I mean, Kenny Kennedy, he really sent Dedrick Tatum a lot the other night from his linebacker position, as we'll see here.
See Dedrick playing tight to the line, running through the gap. Our stunts, some of the stunts worked really well the other night. We've got things we've got to clean up.
Just a solid tackler is Dedrick Tatum. You know, he led the team in tackles as a sophomore 2 years ago, and then he was injured last year for about half the season. So good to have him back and solid. So all in all, Coach, a learning experience. Everybody's getting used to everybody. And you said that coming in, it was going to be like that. It's just, you know, turnovers. Coaches talk about those, and you never realize what an impact they have on the game until you watch a game like the other night where both teams have the same amount of yards.
Sure. Yeah, it's a big impact on the game. It's the number one indicator of the winner and loser of ball games. Yeah. You've got turnovers as your first indicator, and you've got explosive plays as your second. And we had enough explosive plays to win in the run game. We just turned the ball over. We got to fix that.
And I like what you say. You say the games are not won; they're
given away.
They're given away.
Yeah, that game was given away Friday night.
Well, Pine Tree gets the win, and the Fighting Indians will be on the road again this week at Palestine with the Highway 79 rivalry. And Coach, Jacksonville, Palestine, they always try to play each other regardless of different classifications, different district. I think if they moved Palestine over to Louisiana, they'd find a way to try to play them. So it's just a big game. And Palestine took it on the chin last week to Van by a score of 45-14. So talk about the Palestine Wildcats. They also they have a new regime over there coaching as well.
Right. They're kind of in the same situation we're in. They've got a new coaching staff. The kids are learning a new system. They're playing a lot of young kids like we are. And so it's going to be a fair matchup. It's going to be a good game.
Coach, going into this game, obviously you know the things that in the Pine Tree game that you're going to have to work on as you progress toward district play for that opener in Ennis. What do you see this week that you want to try to do besides cutting out the turnovers to get you further along to get ready for district?
Yeah, we've got to get better at throwing the football, and we've got to become a threat at throwing the ball, because if we don't, people are going to load the box to stop that running game, and that's going to happen eventually. So we've got to get more efficient in the passing game.
One of the things I think a lot of fans may not see a lot is the way you as a coaching staff have to get your personnel packages and have the right people in the game at the right time. And the other night there was a timeout called because you didn't have the right people in there, and that's expected early on. So can we expect to see some different personnel this week, different personnel packages, just based on what you saw last week? Is that something you're going to change some?
It won't change very much. We're pretty comfortable with the kids we've got there right now. The other night we tried to run a special group out there after a dead ball, and anyway, we ended up getting the wrong people out there, so we had to burn a timeout when we didn't want to.
I mean, I bring that up because not that the kids didn't perform, but just the fact that you are still trying to look at different spots in different places. But you just answered. You said you feel good where you are, so that's good. So talk about some of the things offensively besides throwing the football that you got to try to do a better job at this week.
No doubt, our red zone efficiency has got to pick up. When we go with our 11 personnel package in the red zone, we've got to be more efficient. Even the touchdown we scored the other night, we blocked it well, but we didn't run the play exactly the way we wanted it to. We ran it where we wanted to run, but we knew it would be open there. But we didn't get lined up right. We got lucky on that one. And in the stands, everybody's happy. Ooh, we scored, and then the coaches are like, "We're just lucky." But we got to fix our red zone package. We've got to get, when you get inside the 20, you got to come away with points.
You got a great push off the ball the other night. I thought the offensive line did a nice job, and of course, Wood is going to run hard no matter what. Monty Taylor's going to run hard downhill. They will. I thought they got a good push the other night. Yeah,
I thought we blocked them well. I thought the running backs ran well. Everything was great. I hate to keep coming back to the turnovers, but
game changers.
Oh, they're just totally different football game.
I mean, you had the big 33-yard run by Cameron Hyde that we just saw in the highlights, and you get down there at the 12, and then you have just the fumble. I mean, it's frustrating. So,
it is.
But that's what first games are for, huh?
Sure.
Talk about Palestine offensively. What will they do to attack you guys?
They're going to be spread, a lot of one-back stuff, doubles and trips formations, young quarterback, very athletic. So we've got to get in his head. Not as experienced as the Pine Tree kid. They haven't shown that they're that as efficient as Pine Tree at throwing the football.
Defensively, of course, I know you still want to run the football against Palestine. Continue that. I guess maybe we'll see maybe more downfield passing this week.
Possibly, maybe more horizontal. It just depends on what they give us. They're playing one high safety a lot, so we should get some shots down the field. They've got a big kid in the middle, a defensive tackle number 76. It's 6'4", 270. So running inside might be a little tougher this week.
Coach, what was the mindset of your team last week, come after the ball game? Because I saw you down on the field prior to the end of the ball game, and you were going around and you were touching every player, no matter whether they were in the game or not, and you were talking to them and you were saying things to them, encouraging them. I mean, I know that's really important to do in a game like that when you're trying to establish that relationship with your players in a down time, because they're upset. I mean, obviously they know they're about to lose the ball game.
Sure.
Talk about the mindset where the players are right now. Could you talk to them after the ball game and coming into practice this week? How's it going on that?
They have a great attitude.
Good.
Everybody showed up Saturday morning and worked out, and I'm very proud of them. We kept a positive attitude through the whole game, all the way to the end. Kids kept competing. Kids didn't want to come out of the game. No trash talking, no fighting. Everybody performed as a team. I was very proud of them.
Coach, talk about the keys to the game for you guys to get the win this week against Palestine.
Cut down on the mistakes, and in reality, when you're running as much read option as we're running, you're going to turn the ball over. But you can live with it once or twice, but you can't do it 4 or 5 times in a game. They're just game changers, and we got to get after this young quarterback. We've got to make that boy run for his life this week. Our defense has got to turn up the pass pressure, and I think we're going to be okay if we stick to our plan, and the kids keep getting better each week at it. We're going to be all right.
Well, it's kickoffs at 7:30 at Wildcat Stadium in Palestine, where the Fighting Indians will tangle with the Wildcats again in that big rivalry. For head coach Wayne Coleman, I'm Matt Montgomery. We'll see you next time right here on Smoke Signals.